through the centuries, the Daubeny should depend upon those murderous wretches for the one substance that can bring relief from their inherited agonies. Blood, Emily. Human blood. Blood that gives me strength. Blood that prevents my son and I from degenerating into baying beasts.
Shine again. Back to you, Kirk.
It looks like we have one nice, beautiful day left. Thanks, Mary-Kate. Many residents remain in shock after...
And speaking of nice weather, it's been a beautiful day, I must say.
It has been gorgeous these past few days. It's cooled off a little bit, and just the humidity's been lower, and I've just enjoyed being outside even.
Yeah, I just can't help but wondering what it's going to be like here in a minute, the next couple days. But we'll have that for you and more when we come back from break. Well, I must say this weather has been terribly cold compared to yesterday.
It sure has.
I haven't been knowing how to dress. Yesterday I was wearing just a short sleeve shirt, and today I'm wearing a jacket, and I'm still not warm enough.
Sure has been cold. Well, can we expect to see our first snow of this winter? Weather's next.
The board is violating a state law that puts a one-year limit on contracts.
Well, the weather this week has been absolutely beautiful, and I would be happy if we had more days just like today.
Me too. Mary-Kate will tell us if we can expect more sunshine and higher temperatures. We'll be right back. Wow.
That really makes me want to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I must say, I'm not a big fan of peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but that'll make a big fan out of anybody. That was huge.
Not sure I want any right now. But right now, we are going to leave y'all with some of the sounds from this weekend. OBU's...
Back to you, Kirk and Rachel.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a cold night. Thanks, Mary-Kate. The federal building that will replace that...
Shine again. Back to you, Kirk.
It looks like we have one nice, beautiful day left. Thanks, Mary-Kate. Many residents remain in shock after devastating storms rip through their homes and communities.
Well, we've been having some nice weather here. It's starting to cool down, a little rain today.
It really has cooled down. The rain kind of took me by surprise. I got ready this morning and went out, and I had no idea that it was going to be raining.
Oh, and then it just started to get even colder than that. But we'll have Mary-Kate with the weather right after having a rate of 90 crimes per 1,000 residents.
Well, a new radio system in Shawnee that promises increased safety trial.
President Bush intervenes in West Coast longshoremen strike using his powers under the Taft-Hartley Act.
On changing their policy. Back to you guys.
Longtime
journalists.
We venture out.
Holloway.
And I'm Kirk Myers. The government files its first charges today.
That's really interesting about contacts. I know that they really have become very popular over the years, and I had no idea that they could be that dangerous.
Yeah, I have several friends that have some of those, and I'm hoping that they're safe. Charged failed to appear at the hearing after they were released on bail last week. As Election Day approaches, Oklahomans face what many are calling one of the most...
hobbies?
Not really interesting, just kind of play the guitar. It's not, nothing special, but I enjoy it.
Well, sometimes I wish that I had some interesting or unique hobby, Well, our News 30's Ashley Fuller interviewed a man who has a very interesting hobby that is something that we could use around the house even.
To do.
Welcome back. Joy will have the sports for us in just a minute.
I'm Allison Smith.
Well, that's really interesting. I've always wondered how they make tombstones.
Me too.
There's always also something interesting. Deductions.
Coming up here, we have the Political Minute.
95 cents on the dollar.
Well, a vacation leaves some people feeling not so well.
This and more coming up next, and sports. Station later this week.
Well, I have a confession to make. As a little boy, I really wanted to be an astronaut, and I was admiring those astronauts as they were taking off yesterday.
I used to want to be an astronaut or a jet pilot for a while. I think I went through my chef stage, my firefighter stage, then of course, I guess your typical doctors and lawyers. But some kids never really go through the doctors, lawyers stage, and they always dream of something a little bit different. Well, News 30's Allison Smith, thanks Bethany. Well, there's been a lot of exciting college football going on
Joy
this weekend.
Joy has all the highlights from the OU. Okay, those are some pretty nice brooms. And when we come back,
Homecoming Chapel, which is at 10 o'clock Saturday morning.
For a full schedule of this week.
Minute, I'm Bethany Chatterton. Back to you guys.
the Oklahoma...
Kirk, with weather like this, like today, it's hard to imagine anyone needing a weather radio. Mary Kate has a look at our weather right now.
Thanks, Rachel. First, let's take a look at what the skies over Oklahoma...
Judicial system. The state is cutting monies for the Oklahoma Indigent Defense System by about $750,000. The head of the Indigent Defense System, Jim Bednar, has noted that the reductions will probably result in the loss of at least 2 attorneys for the agency. Bednar requested additional funds to pay attorneys, but the requests was denied by the Oklahoma Supreme Court. The agency represents more than 38,000 indigent defendants annually.
Well, Governor Frank Keating says he will...
Where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where, 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 oh, where is my hairbrush?
It is a little hard to know how to dress, but...
Good looking. What you got cooking?
It is a little hard to know how to dress.
Cooking something up with me. Hey, sweet baby.
It is a little hard to know how to dress.
Strength.
Training that could protect your family continues at local hospitals. From biochemical threats to tornadoes to bombs, Shawnee Hospital officials say
a fraud. The West Nile virus is continuing to ravage the state's horse population.
University officials say they think they can hold the line on
was involved with the murders of 4 prostitutes from 1999 to 2001 here in Oklahoma.
0. Former State Senator Gene Stipe pleads guilty today to...
And I'm Rachel Holloway. Thanks for joining us. After the beautiful weather we had yesterday...
Court reform. The grand jury that is looking to the recent truck tag scandal...
are missing and 7 are being held as prisoners of war.
Some important decisions made at Oklahoma's Capitol today. Technicians may now be tracking down more than just malfunctioning computers. Government officials hope they can help tag child pornography offenders.
Accurate. We invite you to give us feedback. Our email address is at the bottom of the screen. We promise to respond promptly.